Howdy there, guys. It is I, Chrissy Girl, and I know I'm starting another fucking commentary, when I've literally got, like, a bunch of others to do, but, well, something kind of came up on my other laptop. On my other laptop is where I keep all, like, the save file for Chow Edition, and, as well as, you know, it's the only computer I have that will enable me to record off my PSP. So for the time, basically what's happened with it is it keeps restarting itself. Like, it keeps coming up with a blue screen saying, sorry, we have to restart, there's a problem with your computer. By the way, my other laptop does use Windows 8, so that might clarify that a bit more. I'm not sure what the matter is. It's not overheating, I do know that because I haven't used it pretty much for most of the day. Though it has been on charge practically all day. But basically it's just not functioning. I mean, I can turn it on, it'll last about 5 minutes and then it says there's a problem and it has to restart, and it's getting on my tits really. If I haven't got any viruses and if I can't get to the root of the problem, I'm going to have to speak to someone else who can, and well, I'm not really looking forward to that because it's the only laptop I have that can actually record direct from my consoles and shit. I have the same programs on this, but it's just jittery as all fuck when I try to record from consoles on to this laptop. So that's why I don't do it. So for now, Sonic Chow Edition and Digimon Adventure PSP's kind of on hold. Kind of sounds like I'm making excuses, but no, I'm not. This is the real deal. It has really pissed me off because it's my newer laptop. Well, at least it's in the warranty sort of stage. Like, I've only had it for like 3 months, and it's just started doing this. You know, and I've tried system restores. I've tried safe mode. It doesn't do it when I'm on safe mode, but I can't do anything on safe mode. So what's the fucking point? You know. I can't upload anything, I can't fucking do anything, I can't even access my own documents at the moment. It actually blocks me off from accessing my own documents, even when I'm not on safe mode. And I really don't understand it. So, until I could get the problem with the other laptop sorted out, I'm just going to kind of be focusing on shit on this laptop. Which, you know, I can still do DS playthroughs. This is the best laptop for recording DS footage, so that's basically what I'm doing. I'm tackling Pokemon Diamond. On VG playthrough, I did a playthrough of a game called Pokemon Platinum. Blah, 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 that came out wrong. Pokemon Platinum. It was the sort of like special edition of Diamond and Pearl. Only I recorded it with an emulator because I didn't have all the equipment to record off of a capture card at the time. It shows that I did not have any, you know, suitable equipment or anything. Even, like, you know, the ability to record, you know, all the footage and stuff. I didn't have any of that either. Basically, it was fucking shit. The footage was really jittery, the sound was terrible, because I'd recorded them using my headset through my speakers, and I was never really satisfied with it. So I figured, if I'm going to do a commentary on a 4th generation Pokemon game, I'm going to fucking do it properly with the capture card. And you can fucking see the top of my mouse. Ah! Sorry guys. I figured I was going to do it properly with, you know, better footage, you know, something a lot more, you know, nicer to look at than the shit that was there before, you know, on my Pokemon Platinum playthrough, on VG playthrough. But I didn't want to do Platinum again because I didn't want to delete all the data off of it, because I used the data on that for Pokemon Battle Revolution. Which I don't play all that often, but I still didn't want to delete Platinum. I put a lot of hard work into Platinum. I don't want to delete it. So I decided Well, since I had Diamond, I was going to do Diamond. It is inferior to Platinum in quite a lot of ways, but I figured, what the hell? I'll do Diamond. I'll commentate on Diamond, and I really do apologise if that arrow at the top of the screen is kind of off-putting, but I do get rid of it eventually. So, yeah. One other thing I ought to point out is that I'm going to be taking this Pokemon playthrough in a different direction to the direction that I took my other Pokemon playthroughs. In all my other Pokemon playthroughs, I just built up a general team and just went through the game generally, as you would generally. With this game, I'm going to be taking a different approach. This isn't a Nuzlocke run, let's make that quite clear. I would suck at that. I'm not the greatest gamer in the world, I really would suck at that. What I am going to do is something a little bit different. Something that will up the challenge ever so slightly, but not, you know, ridiculously. I am going to attempt, and that's the key word here, attempt. I'm going to attempt a monotype run. For those of you who don't know, a monotype run is basically where you can only use one type of Pokemon throughout the game. I mean, the Pokemon are allowed to have multi-types going on, but they have to generally have one thing in common, which is their type. So, Pokemon Diamond begins very differently to how Pokemon Platinum did. In Pokemon Platinum, you were about to just walk through the grass on the way to Sand Gem Town, and Rowan catches you and is like, do you two really like Pokemon? You were about to put yourselves in danger, blah blah blah, and he just gives you a Pokemon, then you battle your rival, and that's it, you go home. Here it's just sort of like, you know, you go to the lake to see if you can find a red Gyarados, why I don't know. Or, you know, a Pokemon like it. And then you find these two here, and they leave their briefcase behind, and, well, you'll see. What was that about, those two? Huh? Chrissy, let's go check this out! What's that? Don't go into the tall grass? No problem, no problem. We won't be in there long enough for a wild Pokemon to come out. He's a cocky bastard, the rival. I named him after my husband. So, we'll try to deliver it, but who are they? I heard them say Professor. Whoa! Pokemon! What's going on? So now we get to pick our starter. You know, as we do in every game, there's one water type, one grass type, and one fire type. And I am going with the water type Piplup. Because this is going to be a water type mono run. Water monotype run. There we go. Probably sounds like an easier option, but I don't know, I have a soft spot for water types. I still prefer fire types, but really, how the fuck am I going to be able to attempt a fucking fire monotype in Pokemon Diamond when there's like 2 fire types in the whole game? That's one of the biggest problems with Diamonds, the severe lack of fire types. Like, if you don't choose the fire type starter Chimchar, if you want a fire type on your team, you will have to have Rapidash. Because Rapidash is the only other option. Platinum fixed this. This is why I prefer Platinum. One of the many reasons I prefer Platinum, actually. So, your Piplup totally rocked, but my Turtwig's way tougher than yours. They were other people's Pokemon, though. But we had to use them. They won't mind, will they? So yeah, basically we had to use Pokemon that didn't belong to us. Your rival will always use the Pokemon that your Pokemon is weak against, so in my case he's using a Turtwig because water is weak to grass. If you started with Chimchar, he'll use a Piplup. If you started with Turtwig, he'll use a Chimchar, etc, etc. And all the Pokemon do evolve into like dual types in the end. Piplup will have later on become a Primplup, and then he'll become an Empoleon, which is a Water Steel type. Turtwig will eventually become Torterra, which is its final evolutionary stage, and that's a grass ground type. And as soon as Chimchar evolves into Monferno, he becomes a firefighting type and will stay a firefighting type even when he evolves into his final form of Infernape. So yeah. Guess we better own up. Sorry mates, we stole your Pokemon. I heard from Lucas that you used our Pokemon. Let me see them, please. Piplup and Turtwig. I see, that's how it is. Lucas, I'm going back to my lab. Yeah, of course, Professor, wait for me. You should visit us at our lab later, I think. We'll be seeing you. What was that craziness about? I mean, if he was angry, he could have just yelled at us or whatever. And he didn't want their Pokemon back. Chrissy, we should go home too. So we go home. Where the mother makes a nice snack. Sits her ass down. I don't get to sit on a chair though. Wow, I can't believe that happened to you. Am I ever glad that both you and Steve are unharmed. The professor you mentioned is most likely Professor Rowan of Sandgem Town. I've heard that he is well known for his studies on Pokemon. I hear he's also quite intimidating. Chrissy, I think you need to visit him in Sandgem Town. You need to properly explain why you had no choice but to use his Pokemon. Don't worry, I'm sure he'll understand. Oh, I know, put these on! Running shoes! The best fucking thing about Pokemon games is running shoes. Okay, let me read the instructions. Press the B button and dash about faster than ever before. Put on the running shoes and blaze new trails of adventure. Well, isn't that just nifty? So, no need to hang around waiting for Mr. I'm going to fine you so-and-so million. We can just head on over to Sandgem Town, which is this way. And, yeah, there'll be wild Pokemon battles. Mostly just like Bidoofs and the occasional Starly. Bidoofs are like normal type Pokemon, they're just like the standard normal type Pokemon, but they do evolve into Bibarel, which is part water type. So if I wanted to, I could. But because you can catch Bibarel in the wild later on, I'm counting Bidoof out. I'm not going to catch a Bibarel in any case, because I think there are better water types available in this game. Unlike fire types, there's a lot of water types available to choose from. And I'll be using that to my full advantage. So I'm going to head into Sandgem, greeted by Lucas. If you're playing the boy, you'll be greeted by Dawn, who is the female character I'm playing as. See, this is our Pokemon Research Lab. We'll just go ahead and... What the? Oh, it's you, Chrissy. That old guy, he's not scary so much, he's totally out there. Oh, it doesn't matter, Chrissy. I'm out of here. See you later. Whoa. What was that? Your friend always seems to be in such a rush. Anyway, let's go in. I named him correctly. Finally, you've come. Chrissy, was it? Let me see your Pokemon again. I see. This Pokemon seems to be rather happy. Alrighty then. I'll give that Piplup to you as a gift. Now that it's yours, would you like to give it a nickname? You know, I shouldn't really be accepting nice things from strangers. Just, you know. You may be a renowned professor, but I don't know who the fuck you are personally. I've never met you before. Anyway, oh, you know what? Fuck it, I'll keep the Piplup. And you're happy with that nickname? Yes. Your friend Steve told me what happened at the lake. I heard you battled very well despite it being your first time. And from what I can see, there is a growing bond between you and that Pokemon, though it is still young. That's why I would like to entrust you with Piplup. Boy, am I glad you're kind towards Pokemon. If you weren't, well, I don't even want to think about it. Let's move on to the main topic. There's something I want you to do for me. There's always got to be a fucking catch, hasn't there? I want to know what kinds of Pokemon live in the Sinnoh region. To do so, it's necessary to collect data using the Pokédex. This is what I wish to ask of you. I want to entrust you with this Pokédex. Will you use it to record data on all the Pokémon in Sinnoh for me? Yeah, okay. Good answer. Wonder what would have happened if I'd said no. It will automatically record data on every kind of Pokemon you encounter. Chrissy, I ask that you go everywhere and meet every kind of Pokemon in this region. Jesus, I've got the same kind of Pokédex as you. When you walked up Route 201 with your Pokemon, what did you feel? I've lived for 60 long years. Even now, I get a thrill when I'm with a Pokemon. Now you should know that there are countless Pokemon in this world. That means there are just as many thrills waiting for you out there. Now go! Chrissy, your grand adventure begins right now. The professor asked me to help, so I'm going to go out and fill the Pokédex pages too. That will make us comrades working towards the same goal. I'll teach you stuff later, okay? Thank God you guys just shut the fuck up. Seriously, I want to get on with my adventure. God, these guys could talk for England. Okay. So let's move on. So as soon as we come outside, Lucas bombards you with information. First up, this building with the red roof is the Pokémon Center. You can get your Pokémon healed if it's been hurt in battle. You'll find a Pokémon Center in most towns. Oh, by the way, he forgets to mention it's free! Over here, the building with the blue roof is the Pokémart. It's a shop where you can buy and sell all sorts of items. Chrissy, since you're a rookie trainer, you won't be able to buy very much stuff. Don't worry about it, okay? I wasn't. Oh yeah, right, Chrissy. You should let your family know you're helping Prof. Rowan put together his Pokédex. Sometimes you have to go far away, so you should let someone know. Oh, but first go heal up your Pokemon at the Poke Center. You'll be safe then. Okay, be seeing you. Yeah. You have to go back to Twin Leaf Town to speak to your mum. If you don't, he's not going to let you pass. You can go up there and he's just going to be like, why haven't you spoken to your mother yet? You know how rude it is to just go on an adventure without saying a fucking word? Okay, he doesn't actually say it like that, but, you know. I'm sorry, guys. I'm in a rotten mood about my other laptop. Absolutely rotten mood. Hopefully it'll be fixed, though, without me losing anything. Because, I mean, I've got Camtasia on that laptop as well, and I really don't want to have to go through the rigmarole of getting that back. Because that cost a lot of fucking money. Camtasia's not cheap. Welcome home, Chrissy. Are you and your Pokemon healthy? See, I didn't need to heal at the damn Pokemon Center. Mummy does it for you as well. Well, Professor Rowan asked you to do something that big. Okay, dear, go for it. Your mum's got your back. Oh, I know, Chrissy. I've got something that you'll find useful. So, this is kind of your excuse for coming back here. You get a couple of key items that you need. A journal, which I never fucking pay attention to. And something else, which you'll get in a minute. I wish I could go instead. I'm just joking there. Yep, Chrissy, I'll be alright by myself, so you go and enjoy your adventure. When you're exposed to new things and experience new sensations, it makes your mother happy too. But come back sometimes. I would like to see the kind of Pokemon you've caught, dear. Excuse me, is my little Steve here? Oh no, he's not. Oh, then he must have left already. What to do? That boy shouted about going on an adventure, then he bolted. He's so headstrong and reckless, I at least wanted him to take this. Not to worry, Chrissy will deliver that to him. Oh, thank you for volunteering me, Mother. Oh, really? You do that for me? Chrissy, please take this to Steve for me. The parcel. In this parcel is something that you can possibly have yourself. Well, you can have yourself once you've delivered it to your rival. So, that's that. Let's go. I've seen my mother. I have told her I am going adventuring. So, fuck you, Lucas. I'm coming to get you. Okay. Talk to this person, they give you a potion. Always handy to have potions. Okay. Yeah, I was trying to find wild Pokemon just to kind of get my levels up a bit. Yeah. So I just went in there to heal. I don't know why I didn't cut this shit out. I mean, no one needs to see it twice. I will be trying to cut out the Pokemon centers as much as I can. I mean, no one wants to see that rubbish, do they? I'm gonna pop in here, buy some potions and Pokeballs. There's 4 things you can buy at this stage. Potions, I think, are definitely the most important thing. Pokeballs, not so much, because you get given some by Lucas, but I'm buying some anyway because I think it would be beneficial. Antidotes to heal poisoning, you know, handy to have at least one. Paralyze heal for healing paralysis. You know, the further you get, the more items you'll be able to buy. So, up here, meet Lucas. If you haven't spoken to your mother, he'll tell you to go and do so. If you have, he'll just show you how to catch a Pokemon, because of course, you know, it just, like every Pokemon game just assumes you've never caught a Pokemon before in your life. Which is fair enough, because your character technically hasn't, but it's still kind of irritating, because I've got to sit through it. So, shall you scratch? Yeah, Lucas will always have the Pokemon that your Pokemon is going to be strong against. So in this case, Chimchar. It's not like it really matters. You don't ever really battle Lucas. Lucas is just like there, pops up occasionally, but for the most part he's just like there. He doesn't pop up much, unlike your rival who turns up quite often and you have to battle him. No, Lucas is just kind of here and there occasionally. Excuse me. And that's how it's done. Actually, I should have lowered the target's HP some more. Yep, the most important thing is to lower the Pokemon's HP as much as possible. See, a healthy Pokemon isn't easy to catch. Oh yeah, they also get easier to catch if you make one of your Pokemon put them to sleep or such. Here, Chrissy, I'll give you 5 Pokeballs to get you started. See? Don't really need to buy Pokeballs, but I figured I'd buy some just in case. That way you'll have a better shot at meeting more Pokemon. See you around! See you around. So, on this route, it's basically, you know, B-Divs and Starlies again, but you can also catch Shinxes, which are electric-type Pokemon, and they turn out to be pretty decent. I used one in Pokemon Platinum on VG playthrough. It's a very solid electric-type. I quite liked using it. But anyway, I can't catch anything on this route. There's no other water types to catch, so... Yeah, I nicknamed him Mumble. After the penguin from Happy Feet. I don't think Happy Feet was that bad a movie. It just drove me mad because certain people keep watching it over and over again. Nonetheless, this Starly shouldn't be tricky to take out. For pretty much all the other trainer battles that I come across, I'm going to try and speed them up. But because this is the first technical trainer battle, I'm just going to leave it at, you know, standard length, just so people could get a feel for what you're going to be going through, like every time you step in a trainer's line of vision. Yikes, critical hit. Yeah, this is just a standard Starly. It's not going to do much to me. Just heal with a potion. And just keep pounding the crap out of this thing. It's just a Starly. Where's the problem? Starly does not scare me. he just keeps tackling. And one more pound. And fainted. Okay. I'm going to head back to the Poke Center. That took more out of me than it should have done. I mean, it's just like a level 5 fucking Starly, and it, you know, did quite a lot to me, actually. So, yeah, I cut out me returning to the Pokemon Center. I'm not dumb. So, over here is a trainer with... Yeah, I kind of had to cut out commentary over, like, the sped up sections because it was going, like, overboard and going out of sync, and I wasn't having that bullshit. Anyway, here's another trainer. He's got a Shinx. Okay, so once you've beaten him, oh, fucking wild Pokemon, you can head over here if you like, just to this corner to pick up a potion. Pick up a potion! That's not funny. Up here, we can enter Jubilife City, where we're greeted by Lucas, who moans if you still only got one Pokemon at this stage, but you know what, I'm not fucking catching any Pokemon, you know, if it's not a water type, unless I really absolutely have to, but I don't think I absolutely have to, so nah. Anyway, guys, I'll see you in the next part.